hello. Hello. Alright, I think it's been enough time waiting. Might as well just, like, jump back into it. Hi. I'm gonna be playing, I'm gonna try to finish, Arlecchino story quest. Yay! We're gonna try to finish it today. And then after that, there is sadly not gonna be that many streams. Sadly, mostly because I'm traveling, so, like, I can't really, stream. But it's fine, it's fine. We're finishing your quest today. So as always, I mentioned this in the previous stream, but if, God, how do I, if it ends up lagging like crazy, first of all, I apologize greatly in advance, and second of all, like, I don't know what to do if it lags. If any of you guys, either watching the stream or watching the VOD later, have any suggestions, it would be very, very, very much appreciated. I use Streamlabs desktop to stream, so if you know any way to fix that, like, please tell me, but, like, if it starts lagging like crazy, there's nothing I can do, and I am so sorry if that's the case. But hopefully it'll be at least watchable. And hey, I mean, most of it is just story stuff anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, so enough rambling. Let's just jump back into the stream. So Infinite Void. Right? Ooh, I got mail. What kind of mail? More money? Gimme the money. Also, I just realized, since we are gonna be fighting Arlecchino, I don't know if we're gonna be fighting her soon, but, like, I know we're gonna be fighting her. I think we should probably, or should I keep the team that I have now? I have the team of Arlecchino, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine. Just as a cute little, like, hey, it's Arlecchino and her kids. I think it's adorable. I just have it for the sake of theming, but I don't know if I'll... It's not a good team to fight her with, or at least I don't think it is, but we'll see. You know, I'll keep them for now. I don't think we're fighting her yet. Alright, are we going back to Poisson? Oh, no, we're going up here. Okay. Alright, we're going this way. Time to walk a little bit. Should be up there. Should be there. I guess I'll ramble a little bit while I'm walking. Although I'm really close. Whoa. I'm not that close to the edge, alright? Chill. I ain't that close. So in the previous stream, I said something about how, So the main music producer of Genshin, or at least what used to be the main, Yu Pengchen, when he announced his departure, everyone was, like, really sad. Because, like, honestly, like, the music in Genshin is one of my favorite things about it, just, like, straight up. And so a lot of people were afraid that after his departure, the music wouldn't be as, it wouldn't be as good anymore. But, like, Fontaine's soundtrack is hands down one of my...
What is this place?
It's like, hands down one of my favorites. Like, favorite... like, regions, like, musical-wise, in the entire game. And I think Fontaine was the first region made, like, without Yu Pengchen's, like, involvement, or, like, too much of, like, I don't know, too much of his involvement or something. So honestly, I think Genshin's music is doing just fine.
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Oh my god, this is the place where she fought the previous knave from the animated short. if you didn't see my previous stream, I talked a lot about the animated short that they released before this quest came out. This is the building that blew up, I think.
No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you.
Go on.
It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why?
Patience now.
Whoops.
Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
Okay, story time.
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
But
Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
okay,
Clairvy was happy here
for a time.
But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
Okay.
It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose.
I was gonna say that, yeah, because Arlecchino mentioned that the duels they had before used to be to the death.
They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on.
Of course.
Or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Nope.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother. To prove that she treated all her children equally.
Gotcha.
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Perry?
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now.
Whoa, what does that mean?
Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit.
Okay.
Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded.
Okay, because the animated short does show that, like, little Arlecchino's real name is Pereire. So I was wondering if they were gonna, like, reveal that, but, like, no, it's just there. Alright.
Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating.
Ah.
The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will.
Ah, okay. Because I mentioned this in the previous stream, but in the short, there's like there's like a scene where Clairvy is talking about the Northern Lights Snezhnaya, and they don't really like focus on it or anything. It's just kind of there, but she has like a bandage on her face, and nearby there's a tray with like bloodied up cotton swabs, and so like the entire fandom went, "Ooh, something, something was going on."
Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oof.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever.
I love their little designs. Kind of looks like they're uniforms. Yeah, they're uniforms.
It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross.
So she did it.
If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Death.
Precisely. Death was the only way
Damn!
that she felt she could be free.
Oh my god! Wait, okay, so it's... So... Hold up. Let me continue.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success.
Okay. So it's like... It wasn't, like, active, like Clairvy didn't actively die, like, tried to, I don't know, off herself, but definitely let it happen.
It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled, and there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top?
Crucibina, you mean? But
Correct. This is the place where Peruware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruware won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
Dang. Dang. I was just thinking, the animated short, like, shows their fight. And, it's very, very interesting. Arlecchino doesn't seem to have her, vision at the time, yet she was able to just, like, completely, like, defeat a harbinger. I wonder if they're gonna, like, mention what that is.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along. You're Peruware. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought we kind of knew that, Paimon. T-Man47 says hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. This was your story just as much as Clairvy's.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father.
It's like she wanted to be the exact opposite of Crucibina. Where, like, Crucibina acted kind but was cruel. Meanwhile, Arlecchino acts cruel but is kind. Like, she wants to be the exact opposite. And that's why instead of mother, she's like, no, father. Because it's like, it's just a further demonstration of, I want to be, like, the opposite of the previous one.
And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
The Clairvy we met, though, who is she exactly?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her
Okay.
existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins.
Okay.
It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Okay. Alright, I guess we're touching on the power thingy she has.
Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old.
Okay.
But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
Makes sense.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
I mean, that makes sense. That's just kind of what I assumed, just from the way she acted, I guess. I don't know, it just made sense. Just Cobalt VA says, WSG, I wonder what that means. The greatest graduation of the past couple weeks to me, to like 2 months ago. Alright?
So if all of that is true, Then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity.
Volatile?
Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives.
Isn't it volatile? Is that not how you pronounce it?
But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight, they failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there.
Okay.
But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
And I mean, like, you know, the real Clairvy is dead, right? So it's like, it makes sense.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
She's not my friend. She's just a figment of my memories, which, damn, that's dark.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nentoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Oh, shoot! Lumine made a sound.
Is this really what you want to do?
Guys, the Traveler just spoke. The Traveler is talking.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Oh my god, it sounds so weird.
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall.
Oh. Sorry, I was just rereading it.
I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, the music kicked back up. The music's back up.
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
This kid is so messed up. This kid is so messed up.
Lenny!
Clairvy? Oh, she's right there.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Oh. Oh shit, we're gonna fight? Oh,
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished.
Is that like a slap on the wrist? What's she gonna do?
Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Among Us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, Why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoi, Sato, Tadi. Nantoi clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father.
I mean, it makes sense, honestly. Like, okay. Clary is saying stuff that, like, although isn't a part of the House of the Hearth anymore, like, the House of the Hearth is still, like, a really shady place. You know what I mean? Like it's still a shady organization. So it makes sense that even if they didn't experience the stuff that Clairvy's talking about themselves, it's not beyond the realm of possibility, you know?
We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar.
Oh, whoops.
You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget.
This is a very, like, okay, I won't say mature child, but this is a very well-spoken child.
That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Maybe.
Filial, Nantoi, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
Well, you shouldn't have had those secret meetings.
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
So what is she gonna do? That's my question.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Tears! This is awkward.
Father,
Oh,
please wait!
I was gonna say, well, that was awkward and silent. I love how, like, okay, this entire quest is basically just us, like, standing there, just, like, witnessing this, like, really messy family trying to function.
Something you want to say, Linny?
Yes.
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like.
Well, that's depressing. Also, Arthur Fist meme. That's depressing. Although that's kind of true, honestly. That is really true. He has a good point there. Yeah, how... I think Arlecchino actually has a voice line about it in her, like, character profile, but it's like, how do you make a good home if you don't know what a good home is? It's interesting, actually.
I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial
Hold
and
up for
the
a second.
others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been.
Apologies, I'm back. Let's see, I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Folial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. Okay.
So please, Father, please reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
I love Linny so much. He's so adorable. He's so sad. He's so sad. He's so depressed.
Father, please. Linny, you... I also agree with Linny.
It's like, ugh, man, children and their sappy emotions.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered.
Can
Traitors must be punished.
Can I still change my characters, please? Please?
However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me.
Okay.
Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
It's like, I'll do it. Here's a little card. It's so silent. It's so awkwardly silent. Okay.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Linny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
I don't know.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Are we zoned out? Again? Hold on a sec. I'm sorry, my brother just needed something. Is executing them really what she wants? See, that's the thing. I don't think she does, because the guy with the scar still appeared. Oh?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Flashback to a scene that happened like a few minutes ago.
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Back then, she never really answered my question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way the knave will lose on purpose. Although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
I mean, that's true. I love how this line is being brought up as if it's really important. It is. Okay, he's not lying. He is right. He's not wrong. It's just like, I think like in the moment of him saying it, he was just kind of saying it out of courtesy. I don't know.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna fight her.
Hey, where are you going?
I mean, we're gonna fight her, so like... Sorry. I mean, we're gonna fight her, so like... Yeah. We were gonna, like, be here. It's the Dull Blade! I'd like to see for myself what the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Yes. If that's okay.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon,
Whoa.
and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Music. So I guess I don't have time to, like, change my party. Well, we're gonna die and then change it later, and then, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's fine. Oh. Oh, shoot. Can I? No, I can't. Oh, I'm screwed. Okay. We'll see what we can do.
What pitiful attacks.
Oh, we're
I thought
fine.
I taught
We're
you
fine.
better.
Watch out for Father's movements!
Okay.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
So I can't watch the stream right now, but there's a chance that I'm gonna be lagging. If I do, I am sorry.
With these rising flames.
Oh, I'm living, Lynette. I'm living.
What pitiful attacks. I thought I taught you better.
Okay, she's not super hard. So that's good.
Look out!
What pitiful attacks. I thought I taught you
She's gonna take a while, isn't she? Ah, crap. Oh boy, okay.
Now that's more like it. How amusing.
Shit. Do I even have enough food? Crap, I'm not even sure.
Watch out for Father's movements!
Dude, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying here. I'm trying with a laggy ass stream.
With these rising flames.
Probably laggy, I can't tell, but I'm going to assume that there's lag.
Surprise! Over here!
I'm gonna leave that here.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
What is this? What is this? What is this? Clearing charged of. Wait, what? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I didn't read it fast enough. Shh. Okay. I need food. The babies need food. Also, this music slaps. Do I have any sweet madams? I don't have any sweet madams? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is bad. There's no sweet madams. I'm freaking dead. I'm dead, guys. Okay, maybe not dead. She's not
Now's our chance!
What do you mean, now is our chance? What does that mean, Linny?
Dead reckoning! Pair!
Clear bond of life after using...
Countdown has begun. Like a fly tangled in a web. Spare your energy. Running is
Okay.
Hang in there!
With these rising flames.
Guys? She's She's flying. She's go. Oh crap! That's not good. That's not good. And I do not. Do I have any radish soup? Do I have any radish soup? And I'm sure some of you guys might be like, "Girl, you got a shit ton of food. What do you mean?" It's like, okay, I do, but like I don't like using the food. I'm one of those weird people. But you know what? I can use up some hash browns. I have some of that. Do we have radish soup? Where's my radish soup? Did I waste them all as well? Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm gone. Maybe golden crab.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
If I really have to draw my blade, then...
Look,
No, move!
trapped like a
Okay.
bunch of helpless animals.
Ah, perfect. I can use her thing. I can use it. I can use the.
Have a taste of purgatory.
She was in the sky.
Watch out for Father's movements!
That's what I tried to do. That's what I tried to do.
Be amazed!
Father's even stronger than I expected.
Have you guys never dueled her before? I don't think they have.
Like a fly tangled in a web. Spare your energy. Running is of little use. With these rising flames. Scout!
Okay, in my defense, how am I supposed to look out if she's like flying everywhere? In my defense, I have no food. Okay, I do, but I don't have any of the food that I usually use to heal my characters. Ah, yes, I have radish soup. Yes. Can I not heal you? I can, but just like a little bit. Like, okay.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
So through my oozers.
I hate this.
And voila!
I'm not. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hello, can you tell that I like the story stuff more than the usual stuff? I think I'm just gonna straight up quit. I cannot fight her with these characters. I cannot fight her with these characters. I like... What? No. Yeah, I can't fight her with these characters. It's the reason why I kept saying, like, hey, can I change my party? This is not a effective party to use. I'm kind of screwed with this party. Oh my god, can you load? Okay. We're gonna heal at the statue. Yeah. We're gonna heal quickly at the statue, and then we're gonna change my party, and then we're gonna cook some food. Capiche? Capiche. Awesome, cool. Look at these adorable birds. Focus on the birds. Thanks, Nubilette. Oh, I got an achievement. No, 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 no. I got an achievement. Where is it? Where's my achievement? ¿Dónde está? There it is. Okay. Oh, we're gonna change our party. Let's see.
It's easy to fix a machine when you...
I was wondering, okay, should I keep Linny or should I keep Arlecchino? I think I'm gonna keep Linny. Arlecchino's not, like, fully built or anything right now. So I was thinking using Linny, Farina...
Miss me.
Linny, Farina, Nahida,
There are still so many places for us to explore.
and Bennett, because he is a cracked
I won't
healer,
hold you back.
and everybody who has Bennett knows how amazing and epic and awesome he is, and he is totally not the Pyro Archon. And then we're going to go to the court to make some food. Not necessarily because we need food with these characters, but more like, in an event that something like this happens, I need some food on my... Well, I need more food. And you could be like, bro, you already got a shit ton of food. What do you mean? And to that, I say... Wait, where do I... No, where's the restaurant, actually? Where's the restaurant? Oh, it's right there? Okay. Okay. And to that, I say, yes, you're right, I technically do have a lot of food, but I don't use them. I don't like using, all that food. Mostly because I'm not really into the cooking mechanic in this game. I'm gonna be honest, the cooking mechanic in this game kind of sort of sucks aside from the basics. It really sucks aside from the basics. I'm not really a big fan of it. So I'm just like, nah. I'm just gonna cook like the very basic stuff, and then like you can earn like other foods and stuff over time. And I'm like, I'm fine with that just being like a cute little reward. So because of that, most of the food that I have, I only have like one of each. And I prefer to just make the basic food. I mean, the Sweet Madame already gives hella health anyway, so it's fine. So that, how much mushroom skewers? Only 4, we're cooking some more. Delicious. Amazing. Perfect. Delicious, amazing, and perfect in every way. Alright, where's the eggs? Do I have enough eggs? I do not have enough eggs. But I think I can make them later. Steaks, I think is fine. Radish veggie soup. We need more of these. We don't have enough of these. We don't have enough. Okay, 11, maybe a little more. Alright, that should be fine. Okay. Wait, let me just make sure they all have their stuff. Okay, good. 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 Weapons all good? Good. 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 Alright, now we can fight. Now we can fight with some... What am I doing? It's the map. Now we can fight with some actually built characters. And thus I won't have to die a billion times. Woo! Alright. Oh, battle pass stuff. What's this for? Cooking 20 dishes? Alright. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, okay, I'm acting as if Arlecchino is a very hard boss to fight, but just with these characters, okay, like, she doesn't seem to be that hard, which is good. That's good for me, because I'm one of those little crybabies that doesn't like it when the enemy absolutely destroys me just like that. I don't like it, and it makes me want to cry. I'm one of those crybabies. So I don't mind her not being, like, super duper hard. But, like, what I mean is just, like, Arlecchino I'm trying to build, but I don't have her artifacts yet. Because, like, she's mostly built, but without the artifacts. And Lynette and Fremine, I'm building them. They're not, like, I'm not gonna max them out or anything, but I'm, like, building them to be, like, decent enough. My only, like, real built character is Linny. He's, like, out of the, like, House of the Hearth group. What I'm trying to say is that they're not exactly the best right now. Like, I don't mind Lynette and Fremine being, like, a wee bit weak, but it's mostly, like, Arlecchino. It's like, you know, if she's supposed to be the one that kind of carries them, and, like, and she also has this, like, really cool but also stress-inducing mechanic that once you use her skill, you cannot heal her under normal means, which is great. I actually really love that, and it's, like, super, super fun because it really makes you think about the situation that you're in. But when your other characters aren't exactly that great, you're kind of screwed, you know? Anyway. Or maybe I'm just playing the game wrong, I don't know.
Father, let me explain.
Alright, I think I'll have to
Out
skip
of
this
my
entire
way.
thing.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat.
Alright,
to
this is gonna
house.
take forever. I'm just gonna
And for
skip
that,
this entire thing. It's gonna
overall,
take
however,
forever.
By traitors?
Father, let me explain.
So as this
We
entire
didn't
scene
mean
goes
faults.
by for, again, hello.
Father.
How have you been?
Secret Midnight
Are you
Meeting
enjoying the
Nantoi
stream?
clearly- Sato
If not-
added Filial was the worst of them all.
Sorry.
I did not! You're...
It's not like
If you are, that's great. That's awesome.
want me gone, don't
It's good to
you?
know that I am
What did I ever
entertaining
do
enough
to you?
to
You,
be worthy
Sheplo.
of somebody watching a stream. That's pretty neat.
You're wrong, Filial.
So how do you
Don't
think
want
of
you to
Arlecchino?
Liar.
I think
all
she's an
live in a
incredibly
single
complex
betrayal, King
character.
Kong. That's why
I
the
find
House of
her
the Hearth
really,
was
really
used.
fascinating, and she's
Filial,
currently one of my favorite
I owe you
Fatui
both my
Harbingers.
life. If this were
Who is my
That's
favorite
enough,
Fatui Harbinger,
Filial.
you ask? Well,
I'm
she's
sorry,
definitely up there.
Foltz,
But I'm not gonna lie,
Sheplo.
I think my favorite would
According
probably
to
be
the
Dottore.
rules,
all those who betray the house.
And
And then
so it
Twitter
shall
would be like, why do you like him? He's evil and terrible and does child experiments. He's a weird and messed up dude.
Father,
Why would you want to,
please wait.
like, why would you like him? You're
Something you
bad.
want to
Please
And
reconsider.
then my
We
answer
all come
is-
from broke, but the truth
Well, yeah,
is,
no, duh, he's a
none
villain.
of us know what a real home should.
Like,
I'm not saying
no,
that,
duh,
but
he's
please, Father.
and he's just like
I
a
agree with
despicable
Lenny.
human being.
Father,
Like,
please.
have you ever considered that that is the exact reason why I like
Lenny,
him?
You.
Ever considered that? Eh? Eh?
I also agree with Linny.
Because to me, that's what makes him incredibly interesting.
an order.
And then
once
some
given
people would be
power.
like, why? He's
Oh,
literally
weapons?
just
Father,
the
are you
mustache twirling
referring to a
villain.
duel? Precisely.
And to
The
me, it's
rules of-
like,
however,
well, it's because he doesn't want to like
resolving
take over
disputes
the
with a
world
duel
or
is
anything
also
like
one of our
that.
rules,
Well,
one
not that we know
also
of, at
applies
least.
to me.
What it is it's
Demonstrate
his
a sufficient
desire
showing of
currently
strength.
that we know right now is that he just wants to like gain knowledge by any means necessary. Like he's literally like the mad scientist trope. He just wants to gain knowledge, no matter how like unethical it is. I love that. And yeah, he's cool. And there's also the fact that like Genshin is like one of those games that like none
Did
of
you hear
their
that, Trot?
quote unquote
Lenny and the others
evil
have to duel the
characters
knave.
are ever
What should
really
we do?
evil. Like even
they
if
lose
they're
those-
bad, you know, like even if objectively they're bad,
Don't you?
they're not evil,
wanna
right?
say
They
a
have
Anger makes you
something about
impulsive.
them. They have
Sorrow.
like they have something in them that is good. You know what I mean? Dottore not that.
Looking
Dottore
at that
is just-
expression on her face, she seems
Just a
really
shitty
serious about
guy.
this.
He's just a
Guess that
terrible
means there's
person.
no chance she's throwing
And that's
Boo
what I
on
love so
purpose.
much about him. He's kind of refreshing. He's like pretty much like the
guests are
only
around,
quote unquote
families are
villain
often
in
on their best
Genshin
behavior.
When the
who
time
really
comes, make
doesn't
the choice
have
that
any
you
like
deem most appropriate in the situation,
complicated
and lend your
like
help
this
to the
like
House of the
complicated
Hearth.
morally gray situation. He isn't any of that. He's just a terrible human being and that's it. And I love that. He's just a
Traveler?
bad person. Simple as that. There's nothing deeper. And then somebody could be like,
You're asking
well,
to join the duel against
isn't
the
that what
knave?
makes him boring? And I'm like, well, actually, in a game where
I'll allow
the
it.
alternative
We do
is
have
the
a ready-made
norm,
dueling ring at our disposal,
makes him more
after
special.
all.
If anything, it kind of shows just how messed
All I
up
would
he
advise
is.
is this.
It really elevates his
firm
level of
grasp
messed
on your
upness. Like, if
weapon
everybody
and
in the
give it your
world
all.
is messed up in their
Unless-
own, like,
And you may
complex
just
way,
lose your life.
then the one guy who's messed up just for being messed up is the interesting one. At least to me. I'm not saying that any of the other Genshin villains aren't interesting, because Arlecchino, I mean, she's not a villain, but, like, she's, like, a good example. Like, Scaramouche is a really famous example. But, like, Dottore, I think, is interesting in his own right as well. Anyway, we're back to the fight. That means back with sound. Okay, she just moved.
Now disappear.
Alright, we're gonna do this.
With these rising flames.
Give me the particles, give me the particles. Okay.
What pitiful attacks. I thought I taught you better.
No, I think we're doing just fine.
Are you alright?
With these rising flames.
Well,
Now that's more like it.
dang it. It's fine, it's fine.
I hope it is.
Whew, okay, child is almost dead.
What pitiful attacks.
I can't have that.
I thought I taught you better.
Getting gear. With these rising flames.
Just gonna do a little bit of that. Okay, where is she?
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Okay.
Watch out for father's movements.
Have a taste
After
of
clearing a
hurt.
bond of life, your next charged attack will be. What does that even mean? Okay.
Everybody stand back.
And this is why Bennett is the. And Nahita's dead? Are you serious?
Hang in there. Look at us. Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals. Spare
You know
your
what? Nahita needs some more food. Nahita needs some more food. I made the right call making food, even though I have Bennett as a healer. I made the right call.
thing is of little use.
Farina, we need your minions. We need your minions, Farina. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you so much. This is why you're one of my favorite characters to play.
Right up.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Is it my turn now? Going in!
Now's our chance.
Let's light it up! How amusing.
Okay. Just gonna.
Make yourselves a move.
Not bad.
Others even stronger than I
There's a lot going on right now. It's fine. It's fine.
With
Whoa,
these
whoa, whoa.
rising flames. How amusing.
Okay. Okay.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Dang it.
I really have to draw my blade.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Inspector Who Reacts says Farina Revenge. Yes. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. I hope this cutscene doesn't lag, because this is cool. Oh my god, it's her final form! Oh. Yo! Yo, that is so- oh my god, that's so freaking cool. Oh, that is so cool. Oh shit, I'm gonna die! Alright, alright.
My blade is all that remains.
Can I revive Linny yet?
Ceasefire.
Yes, I can, and we're gonna heal super quickly. We're gonna heal super quickly. We're having a fun time today, guys. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Okay, okay. Fuck!
Off we go!
Now's our chance.
Over here!
Oh my god, are they helping us? Oh, that's adorable. Okay, that's not good. If Bennett is hurt, I am like actually dead. If Bennett is hurt. I need to get his burst.
Adventure time!
That's not enough.
Let's light it up!
Watch out for father's movements.
Your punishment made manifest.
Shoot. Yeah, see, I would like to fight her, but I kind of want like a heal as a security blanket, you know? And okay, good, we're fine. Wait, no, actually.
Now's our chance.
Over here!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains.
Okay. Okay, how was I meant to run away from that? How was I meant to?
Watch out for father's movements.
You know, at this point, I just might use healing Farina, honestly. At this point. I hate this. I hate this. I do not like this. You know what? Forgot what I said about her being alright.
Now's our chance.
No! Stop teleporting! Okay, okay. We made it to a cutscene. This music slaps. Oh my god. There he is.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Are they okay? I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Oh?
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Oh. Oh my
Sorry
god.
for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Maybe. Aw.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
Do I still have to fight you? Oh, oh crap. Oh, okay.
Crimson Moon.
Oh, she's talking.
I can't move.
Okay. Whoa, what is going on? Okay.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Damn. Well, that was a scene. Oh my god. That was hype. That was hype. Dude, that was so hype. We lost. Oh my god, we lost, guys. Is this our first time losing? Like canonically? Inspector Who says we lost. Yeah. I think this... Is this our first time losing?
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Uh-huh.
Brother, are you all right?
Lenny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
Black Death says spoilers. Well, I'm finishing the Arlecchino quest. I don't know, dude. I think it's kind of on you a little bit.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
What, like you being shown mercy, or are you gonna die soon, or what are you thinking?
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
Is execution just leaving the house? Like, because I know she doesn't kill them. I know that. They make that really clear.
Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Poison?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved.
Okay.
Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
Can you elaborate on that?
If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, You'll have forgotten
Oh.
everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
Oh, so it is a memory wipe. I think I guessed that in the previous stream when we met that one dude.
In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
I mean, that is dying in a sense. It's like the person you knew, the person you were is dead. So it is death in a way. That's kind of depressing, actually. Like, it's more merciful than, like, actually dying, but that's still really sad. So that means the young man that I thought looked familiar, the one selling newspaper outside the Palais Mammonia, he must have been the same Horror we saw on the list of executions. He wasn't killed at all.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed.
Ah.
Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
No. If my understanding of the knave is right, she really thinks of that as killing him. If Herrera? I don't know. If the guy that lived in the House of the Hearth is dead, the one that remains is simply a normal person living out his life with his beloved. Even so, it's much better than actually ending their lives.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Damn. But will she
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well.
Yeah, what about them?
I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours.
'Cause, like, nothing's gonna happen to those 3. You know, they got the drip, right? They got the fancy little designs. And also, Linny is the... It's not a spoiler, because it was a thing that was, like, mentioned back during, not during the Fontaine Art Conquest, but it was, like, a thing in all of, like, Genshin's social medias. But Linny is actually Arlecchino's heir. Like, he's her successor. He's the next in line.
Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Linny is broken. Oh my god.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
What about her? Yeah, I kind of forgot about her, I'm not gonna lie.
Clairvy.
Oh, we're not gonna see what happens? We're not gonna see? Oh, okay. Okay, nighttime. Okay.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time.
Doctor Who Reacts says, if the fourth Harbinger can beat us without even trying, our chances against the top 3 are mighty slim. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually surprised that we lost. Like, not me as in me, the player, but like canonically, the traveler. Like, I'm surprised we lost. That never, I can't recall a time that's ever happened. I'm pretty sure we have lost before. Or maybe I'm just tripping. But that's, oh, the Raiden Shogun. Ah, there we go. That was the one. That was the one who we lost to. That was the one who we lost to. I was like, I know that we have lost before. But, like, with the Raiden Shogun, I don't think anybody is too surprised, because it's like, you know, she's a god, right? And so it's like, oh my god, we lost against, for all intents and purposes, a human. We're not 100% sure, but like, Arlecchino's at least mostly human. But yeah, no, like, Nahida in the Sumeru arc does say that the top ranked harbingers, the top 3, are as powerful as gods, or at least like near the level as gods. So yeah, we're kind of screwed with those guys. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with that? We're kind of although a Dotori boss fight sounds really freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Inspector Who Reacts says, I mean Shogun and Scaramouche beat us if it Shogun and Scaramouche beat us if it weren't for Nahida. Yeah, oh man, the Scaramouche fight, I forgot about that too, yeah. Who was also, like, near the level of a god. We're kinda screwed. We're kinda screwed in Endgame. We're gonna have to, brush up on our, diplomatic, political, way of talking to these guys, because at the level we are right now, we ain't fighting these guys. We're gonna die. we're gone, guys. Oh my gosh. Back to the story. Okay.
You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming?
Damn, this kid is smart.
What a long dream.
Okay, let me say something. Clairvy is a smart-ass child. Because Crucivina was, that we know of, like, the only parental figure in her entire life. And they make it really clear that unless you die, especially back in her days, unless you die, there really is no way of leaving the House of the Hearth. So, like, she is a very smart child for realizing that her mother's treatment was not normal. Because usually in these types of situations, the kid grows up, like, thinking it's normal. You know what I mean? Like, usually the child grows up being like, yes, this is how a mother acts, and this is how a family works. Or at least that's how an orphanage works. She's a very smart child for basically being isolated, and yet catching on to, like, wait a minute, something is wrong. Inspector Who Reacts says, Natlan training arc. Bro, it better be. And girl very smart. Yes, she is indeed very, very, very smart. She's very big brain.
Neither. You died, Clairvy.
Damn.
That's what happened.
She's gonna say it like that.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little.
Nope.
Look, she's done speechless.
Nope. If this really is Clairvy's younger self, then I would say she's probably had enough lies. Damn! That's sad. But no, that's so true. That's true. Treasure Tulip says, yo, I'm new and I really like your videos. What's upcoming? Currently, right now, I am not working on any, like, recent videos. I'm not working on any videos at the moment because, I'm trying to, like, look for a job that has to do with my degree and, trying to, like, set up, like, online portfolios and stuff. But as for, like, what I'm what I'm planning for future videos, currently right now, I want to try to finish my Lorax animatics that I have been doing. I want to finish up some of those, and I also want to make one Genshin animatic that has to do with the Fontaine Remuria quest, because I didn't play it on stream, but it was like hands down one of my favorite quests in the entire game. So I want to do that, and I also want to make like a video talking about Fiona and Cake, that one Adventure Time spin-off that came out. So those are the three like main things that are on my mind right now.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me.
Aww.
Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time.
Damn.
That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure.
Damn.
Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
That's that's sad. That's terrible. Like she already said this earlier. But like, damn. That's a lot. Damn. That's depressing. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's just depressing.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate.
I have a theory. Not a theory, but I think that Claire V didn't really know what she meant by freedom. I don't think. I think, like, all she want, like she, I mean, it is freedom in a sense, but like, I guess what I mean is more like what kind of freedom, or more accurately, like what she wants from freedom, because like, what she wanted was to get out of the House of the Hearth. Or for the House of the Hearth to die, I guess. Like like for the organization to die, or at least for her to escape, just for her to not be there anymore in any way, shape, or form. But I think it's one of those things that's like, okay, she wanted to leave the house, but I don't think she really knew how, or more accurately, what she would do after she left. That's just my little thought. Because personally, I don't think Arlecchino would know what to do if that ever came to happen. Like if she was ever, like, if she ever managed to get out of the house, I don't know if Arlecchino herself would...
Something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine.
I don't think she'd know what to do.
The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
Right.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really?
That's adorable.
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Oh, that's adorable. That's so cute. Aww. All right. Sure, let's go through these. Talk about the land of Animo, nation of freedom.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Talk about the land of Geo, nation of contracts.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either.
Damn.
I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
Inspector Who Reacts says, when compared to a lot of Fontaine parents we hear about, Arlecchino isn't too bad. No, not at all, actually. Yeah, no, like, compared to, like, the average parent in Fontaine, Arlecchino is, like, pretty decent. Talk about the land of Electro, nation of eternity.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Sure.
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
The one guy we met is quite the man-child. Talk about the land of Dendro, nation of wisdom.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
This is a very mature child. This is a super mature child. You tell Clary all about the various nations. Eventually, the conversation returns to Fontaine, the nation she once called home.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next? Don't Don't worry. We were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Yeah.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Clairvia's... oh, that's the traveler talking. Okay. Clairvia's listening really intently to Paimon's story about our time in Fontaine. She seems really happy. Like all her troubles have been forgotten. Maybe this is the first time she's ever been able to truly relax. But I'm not sure how long this moment can last.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
Damn. As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we've told her, and go back to being that scared little girl who could only hide in the shadows. Huh. I was so busy thinking, I almost didn't notice the sun has risen. How do you like my Lumine impression? Oh.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
Oh my god, she's in the sunlight!
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
No! That's so sad.
I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Damn.
Clairvy.
Well, that was sad.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid.
Oh my god, is that emotion in her voice?
I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
Oh my god, she has emotion in her voice.
But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Linny's back.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny!
Where are the others?
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
You doing it right there, chap?
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it. The hotel's name, I mean. Inspector Who Reacts says, "It just hit me that we started the fight yesterday and talked all night." It's been 12 hours. That's true, yeah. We have talked all night.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas.
Okay, they finally mentioned it, like, in a story. Okay. Because I mentioned, like, they revealed the fact that he's, like, her successor in his voice lines and, like, some, like, social media stuff, but I don't think they ever mentioned it in, like, the game proper. Not, like, I mean, like, a story, like, a quest proper. Here it is, here it is.
I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family.
Aww.
You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Flashback. Well, I don't know if a flashback.
Speaking
well,
of
yeah, it's a
back there was
flashback.
so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life.
Oh no, you would have been dead.
She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities.
Yeah, sure, because you kind of. I mean, it took you a bit, but like there was a bit of an explosion when you killed her.
Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
Speak, woman.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish.
Yep.
The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand,
What's Project
there are
Stuja?
many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
What's Project Stuja?
Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you
What-
need not be too concerned. If
What is
those
that?
cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage.
Oh.
In doing so, A crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter.
Okay.
No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
Okay, so they're planning to do some. Okay, so the Fatui are planning Project Stuja, and she has her own motives that has to do with it.
As for the two of you,
Probably
whether
not
we
when stuff.
meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Wait until 2 days later. What, do I just stay here? Alright, let me just get to the 2 days. Nah. We're just doing this. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. So I wonder if you could just, no, I guess you have to fight her for it. I don't know. I was wondering, like, okay, say you want to leave the House of the Hearth, but you don't want to, like, I don't know, quote unquote betray them or something. I doubt you can just go up and ask her. I doubt you can do that.
I wonder what.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
Hey guys, it's raining. Maybe you should, maybe y'all should check on the dragon. The dragon's having a little moment. It's raining. Just a bit, just a bit.
Great, the weather's clearing up. I wonder if there's someone up there performing magic too.
It's so weird hearing Linny, like, sound normal. Like, this entire quest, he's been, like, hella serious. Hey, guys.
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
There's no need to worry. I'm right as rain.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over.
Oof.
Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairvy gone?
Yep, she's gone.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
We bid her farewell under a blanket of sunlight. I don't know why that was hard to read.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Oh my god, finally they mentioned that. They acknowledge that.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Yeah, dude, like, Fremine's been around for a bit.
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Okay. A year after Clairvy. Okay, so it wasn't immediate. Okay, because the animated short made it seem like it was immediate.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone.
Okay.
Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
Okay.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now.
Fair, fair.
And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Don't think about that. She saved you in the end.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Not really. We were just kind of there watching people. We were just kind of here watching people like fight. Just invite us back as guests and we'll call it even.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
That must be hella confusing though. Like, imagine you like wake up and you like forgot like let's say like 10-ish years of your life. What do you do after that? Cuz like where do you go? Because your home was the House of the Heart. Where do you go? Where do you live? You know, do you have money with you? I'm going to assume they give him some money. But like, where do you go? Because if you've forgotten everything about the House of the Hearth, in your mind, you just kind of spawned? Or is it replaced with new memories? Oh! Oh shit, we're done! Well. Well then, boys. I think we're done. All right, time to get my rewards. But first things first, let me heal my babies. They're a little hurt. They're a little bit hurt. Just a tad bit. All right. Oh. No, it's the battle pass stuff. Wait, what's going on here? Oh! Oh, that's pretty neat. Protagonists wanted, that's pretty funny. Alright. So I'm just gonna collect my materials and then I guess chat about the quest. Alright, give me my stuff, Catherine. Give me my stuff.
Thank you for completing
Inspector Who Reacts says, good quest. Yeah, I agree. Alright. Oh, an achievement. Ranged combat is advantageous to us. Huh? Bye. No! Not yet. We don't have infinite void just yet. Alright, I think we can have Infinite Void. Ah! Alright. So, that was, Ignis Purgatorius. That was the quest of Arlecchino. So, what did I think of it? I thought it was pretty good. I really liked it, honestly. There's like a weird, sick part of me that wishes we learned a little bit more about how that house used to be like, even though they already explain quite a bit. But I just a little bit more. Like, for instance, do like the little kids participate in the death duels, or does that only happen when they become older? I'm going to assume that only happens when they become older, though, but I don't know. And is, like, although I'm pretty sure it's implied that Crucibina used to torture the other children, they only really mention that she tortured Clairvy. Although, I don't think it takes a genius to think that she would do that to the other kids. That just makes sense. So, my biggest question right now is, like, why were the duels and stuff suddenly gone by the time Fremine arrived? And it kind of makes me think, oh my god, was when Arlecchino killed her, and there was that giant explosion that, like, destroyed the duel ring, it destroyed the building. It makes me wonder, what if that didn't go unnoticed? Like, what if either, what are they called? The Machote Hunter? The Machote Phantom? I don't know. The leading force of Fontaine. What if they, or just the larger Fatui, intervened and said, hey, oh wait, no, that's when Crispina died. Never mind. Forgot what I said. That was dumb. I was gonna say, like, hey, what if that didn't go unnoticed? And then, like, the government or something of Fontaine or the larger Fatui told Crispina to chill. But that doesn't make any sense because she died. That doesn't make any sense. But, like, what if something like that happened? What if one of Clairvy's, like, attempts to get the word out, although it didn't work, it did something. Like, maybe she was able to get something just loud enough? Wait. Yeah, maybe she did something, like, just loud enough that it got, like, some people outside wondering. And then maybe, like, the larger Fatui got on Crucibina's ass for it. And then she kind of stopped the death duels. And then Arlecchino killed her. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing here. My brain is fried. Inspector Who Reacts says, I think Arlecchino was the victor, so Fremine was the first new kid? I mean, okay, because Fremine says that he was taken into the house, like, within the year of Clairvy and Crucibina's death. Because he says that Crucibina died 1 year after Clairvy, like, about. And he was taken into the house during that time. And, like, shortly after he arrived or, like, sometime after he arrived is when Crucibina died. I don't know. It's interesting. But Fremine mentions that all of the, like, death duel stuff weren't, like, a thing anymore by the time he arrived. They weren't, like, a thing anymore. So I was wondering that maybe something happened that either with Clairvy's death or shortly before Clairvy's death that made her stop. I was kind of hung up on that line, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, for a person that people really focus on being this, like, cruel, vindictive person, it is very weird that she would just stop the death duels a year before she died. I think that's fascinating. So as I said with the last stream, the first half doesn't really, I don't know if the first half, I don't know. A good chunk of it didn't focus on Arlecchino that much. And usually that's something I would get really annoyed with, because I don't like it when story quests do that, but they really like doing that, which is really annoying. Like, I truly believe the only time that ever actually worked was with Venti's story quest. I feel like it was the only time focusing on another character actually worked, but, like, whatever. But I feel like with Arlecchino it works too, because even though they weren't focusing too much on her specifically for a good chunk of the quest, they were still focusing on the children, and, you know, a very big part of her character is that she is a parental figure to these kids. So it makes sense, and it does say a lot about her with like how the children present themselves, how they talk, how they react, you know, stuff like that. Like, it really says a lot about how she treats them, and they make it very clear that although she acts really cruel, and many of the kids think she's really cruel, she's actually very kind-hearted and has like a very, very sweet heart. And like, not that Arlecchino is naturally a warm person. She's like just naturally a really cold person. But I feel like she plays up that coldness. Because I mentioned this earlier, but like, I think most of the fandom just is in agreement that she wants to be like as opposite of Crucibina as she could possibly be. If Crucibina was a mother who acted kind and was actually cruel, then Arlecchino would be a father who acted cruel but was actually kind. And so I think she plays that up. And some of the children, when I mean children, I just mean people of the house, some of them believe that she's genuinely cruel. Meanwhile, others, like Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, can like see through that and realize, like, you know, she's a person who does genuinely care in her own weird way. Because it's also a thing that's like, you know, Arlecchino's, aside from Clairvy, she's probably never been shown like real love and affection before, and like, there's a chance that the only affection she's ever known, again, except Clairvy, there's a chance that the only affection that she's ever known was from Crucibina. And that was a fake affection. So maybe she sees affection, I'm just guessing here, maybe she sees affection as like ingenuine, you know? You know, it's one of those things that, like, I know that Arlecchino has a voice line in her profile somewhere about how, like, about, like, what makes a real home. And she talks about how, like, it's kind of impossible to know what a real home is if you've never been in one. Or it's impossible to imagine what a home is supposed to be when you've never really had a good, like, view of it, I guess. So it's like, Arlecchino is very kind in her own way, but I feel like because of, first of all, just her natural cold nature, her trauma, and also just because, like, she's never really been shown that warmth and affection before, like, this is warm to her. This is kindness, and this is affection, at least in her little messed up head. Meanwhile, Linny had a life before the house. We don't know if Arlecchino had a life before the house. We really don't. That's a bit of a mystery. Yeah, we don't know. So, like, I don't know, Linny had a life before the house, a crappy one, but he had a life before, and he always had his sister to rely on, and later on Fremine when he joined the house, and he also had his, like, magic teacher as well, again, after he joined the house, but still. So, like, I feel like when Arlecchino says, like, you have, like, different ideas of how to rule the house, how to run the house, I feel like that mostly comes from, like, Linny has experienced that, like, genuine love and warmth and affection, and so, like, I feel like that's what she meant. Like, Arlecchino can't fully grasp that because she's never really had that before. Unless Clairvy, like I said. Clairvy is the exception, but Clairvy's kind of dead, so, but, yeah. So, but it's still really interesting. It's still really interesting. Project Stuja, I really wonder what that's about. Probably some Natlan stuff, honestly. Can't wait, though. That sounds really cool. Well, like, on the, I guess, scale of, I don't know, on my, like, little rating, I guess, for the Arlecchino, story quests, I think I would give it, like, an 8 out of 10. I really liked it. It was really good. Inspector Huriak says, also still no explanation for her glitching. She still has some mysteries to uncover. She does. Either, maybe she'll get, like, a second story quest, or maybe they explain it later on, like in a main story quest. She has a Harbinger, and a top one at that. I really hope they explain what that is, because, yeah, no, they didn't mention that. Didn't say anything about that. But yeah, I give it like a good 8 out of 10. Some parts I felt dragged on a little too long. As always, I still wish it focused a little more on Arlecchino. But we did learn quite a bit about her. I still think it's kind of weird that they released the animated short before this, because this quest is really trying to like slowly reveal the story, which is weird because they posted it before, which clearly means they knew people would watch it. It's weird. That's weird on Hoyoverse's part. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just a little weird. But anyway, I really liked this quest though. It's way better than some other character-focused story quests. Sino. So, yeah. So, as for the next time I'll stream, for the Dainslift stuff, sadly, I won't be able to stream, probably for, like, the next 2 or 3 weeks, sadly. Mostly because I am going traveling soon, and I can't really focus on that, or on videos, sadly. But in, like, 2 or 3 weeks, I should be back in the game. So, and I cannot wait for the Dainslift stuff. I am so unbelievably hyped, guys. But, yeah, no, alright, Inspector Huriak says, I think Project Stuja is the Gnosis Third Descender plan. You know, probably. It probably is. We don't know. And I can't wait to find out what that is. It's probably some weird human experiment stuff. But we'll have to see. And, oh, yeah, Child's vision was sideways. When Child appeared, I noticed that. His vision is sideways, and we have his vision. So, he's given a fake vision? Wonder what that's about. Inspector Huriak says, yeah, I think the animated short should have been after the quest, or a quest cutscene. I think it should have been after the quest, because, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. They both kind of spoil each other. Not real. They don't spoil each other, but, like, it's a very odd choice. Again, it's not a bad choice. It's just kind of weird because they're, like, building up what happened with Arlecchino and Crucifina, yet the majority of people haven't, the majority of people playing this already know what happened, so it's kind of weird. Haven't done Sino's second quest? No, and I want to do that on stream as well. I wasn't the biggest fan of Sino's first story quest, but the second story quest seems to finally be talking about, like, the Herbanumus spirit thing that's inside of him. And we got a new cute Electro Boy, so I can't wait to play that. I really love Sumeru, and hot take, but I actually really like Sumeru Desert. I really like Sumeru Desert. I don't know if that's a hot take, but a lot of people don't like it, but I do. So I can't wait to play that as well. But that will sadly have to be, probably in, like, at least 3 weeks. But, yeah, I'll have to get going soon. It's, getting pretty late. As always, thank you for, joining the stream. If you found it boring, I'm sorry. If you found it entertaining, I'm glad that I was entertaining enough. If, you hated the lag, don't worry, me too. But, that's it. Well, that's it for now. Yeah, till next time. See ya.